Okay, so now we are on the other side of the table and we are looking at the second Lumia device we launched on Monday, so the big brother of 520. This is the Lumia 720. Runs the same things, so I won't go through the software part of things, but the differences between the 720 and 520 are, we start from the screen. So it's a 4.3-inch screen, and you can actually see how good the screen is. It doesn't matter which angle you look at it from, the red still stays really, really red. So the screen quality, the color reproduction, and the viewing angles are just perfect. So it doesn't matter how you look at it, it still looks the same. So you don't get the typical turning to gray or turning to silver or turning to lilac effect. Red is still red from any angle. 4.3-inch screen. This one has the Nokia Clear Black display technology, so black is really black and the colors are really, really colorful. So the contrast is absolutely gorgeous on this one. And like the 520, this is really important for especially guys living in Finland, where you have to wear gloves for 4 months of the year. It works with gloves, without gloves, and it works with nails. So ladies, Finns and guys living in warm countries, everyone is happy. It works no matter what you have on your hands. So as said, 4.3-inch display. Hardware-wise, it has the same specs as the 520, so 1 GHz dual-core Snapdragon S4 processor. Has 8 GB of internal memory, and you can use the SD card, so 64 GB. And of course you get the SkyDrive, so 5 GB of SkyDrive storage, so similar storage as on the 520. Differences then are on the cameras. So this one has 2 cameras, one in the front, one in the back. The back camera is a 6.7 megapixel camera, but it has a very, very large aperture. So the aperture figure is 1.8, and what that does, it gives you a lot of light. So it's really good for low light photography and really good for taking fast shots, because you get a lot of light in, you can do things quickly, or if it's dark, you get in more light. So Carl Zeiss lens, and then a 6.7 megapixel camera with a flash, of course, so LED flash.
The battery is detachable?
Sorry?
The battery is detachable?
No, actually that's the difference between these two devices. So this one doesn't have a detachable battery, and the covers cannot be taken off. So this one is a unibody device where everything stays inside. If we continue the walk around the sides, so the SD card slot is right here, so you can take and insert the SD card there. And then I'll quickly show you something. So if you can see the 3 little holes in the back, this is where the wireless charging cover pins go in. So there is a wireless charging cover for the 720, which you attach on top of the device. The pins go into the holes, and then you can do wireless charging. That's not supported on the 520, but 720 has wireless charging support. So the back camera is excellent for low light photography, and then the front camera is a wide angle 1.3 megapixel camera, which is really, really good for self-portraits. So we all know the people who look at their phones, take a self-portrait with a mate or something in the background. With the wide angle 1.3 megapixel camera, you get a lot of stuff on the picture, but it's also autofocus, so it's really, really good and easy to take good quality photos. And there is even a lenses application for the front camera, where you can make your teeth look a lot wider, you can make your skin look nicer. So if you are really tired from a bad day or have had a very rough night at the exhibition, you can still make yourself look very glamorous. So the lenses application is called Glam Me. Connectivity wise, it's basically the same as the 520, so we are looking at a HSDPA 21 megabits per second and HSUPA 5.76 megabits per second, wireless LAN of course, Bluetooth and so forth. So, and this one actually has also NFC supported, so you can share for example images or pair accessories like the Monster headsets. You can quickly pair with the device because it has the NFC support. And that's the Lumia 720.